Hey and welcome. In this section we will learn how to build Find My Age application. So the idea of this application is someone click here and enter the year of birth, then he click return, so he will see his age in years. So in this video you will learn a lot. You will learn how to design nice layout that work on different UI, and also you will learn how to manage this layout from the code. So how to allow some person to click here, like connect between UI and code. And also you will learn how to work with keyboard, like how to show and hide keyboard from UI. So let's get started step by step. Again, let's get started to design our first application, which is Find My Age. So to start now, I will click on create a new Xcode project. I will no longer click on playground. Then I will select here iOS, then I select single view app. Then next, then I give my application name. I name it Find My Age. Then if I have an account, like if I already look at account, if you don't have any account with Apple, that's totally fine. Here is what they name it, the domain of your application. Like every application in the Apple Store have to have its unique ID. So make sure you give it any ID. No, it doesn't have to be this is a real website domain. You could give it anything like com.Hussein, whatever. So this will be the real app ID in the store. I select the language Swift. I will not check anything from these. So I click next. Then I will go to the desktop, iOS. I will create a new project, a new folder. I name it iOS. Then here I will create my project. So we go. If you see, he showed me this project. If you look here, you say, hey, main interface load with the main, which name it main. That means the main thing. When this application run it, will load this thing, main. In the main, you see you have this sign is on this one. That means this UI will be the first UI that loaded. So you see I have different things. If you see I click here, I see this side, code, this one, attributes, this down below, we may need to show it. So this is my UI or my layout. If you see here, I have different things to manage. I could manage it for everything. So we'll see in a second. What I want to do, I want to do simple application to find age. So find age, I need text field. So I search here for text field. If you see, I could drag it and drop it here and use it. So if I just add it here, let me just add it here and make it with the guideline, this size. So if you see, I click on attribute inspector, I could change different thing here. I say, for example, add hint for the user. I say, hey, enter your year of birth. Okay, see, this is hint for the user. When he run the application, he see this hint, enter your year of birth. This is like when I want to add the font in the middle, the enter text, side, left, whatever. So I could manage many things here, not only this. So I could manage everything, like background color. You could change it. If you don't like that color, you could click here and change the background color, whatever. If you don't like it, you could change it. If you don't, return them back. So many things, we will go through them, like whenever we need anyone, we will discuss about it. But you could change, like for example, the font size also. If you just click here, you could change the font size in this text field, 16. Like I see 40 is good. You could change the regular font type, whatever you want to change it to the bold. You could change it to the bold, that's totally fine. But I want it to be everything regular for now. What I need else tool to show up. I need the label to show the result. I tell him here your age is this way, this years. So click this label. If I drag it, drop it, I could make it in same size. If you see this label, I also could change the text in the middle. I could change the content of this label. If you see it label, for example, your age is, for example, 0 years. It's just like demo for you. So whatever he enter here, he will see his age here. Maybe you want to change the color of this one. You didn't like it to be in this way. You could change it like by going here, I think shadow. You could change it, the font color. Yes, you could change shadow, mean the font for the font color. You could change it to this color if you want to, or maybe you need other font. You could any font size you wanted. Maybe 18. I see it's too much big. So 50, 40 will be fine. So this is, you show him his age. If you don't like this color, you want to other color, use whatever color you need. You could use these colors, you could use click on others and select more colors, like maybe you need specific colors to use, whatever thing you feel you are happy with. See different way to select color. So for example, you need it this way, this color, change it to lighter, whatever. Maybe the font size you want to increase it. That's good. Okay, also I need button. Someone click on the button, say hey button, look for button, and take this button and drop it here. I would suppose the button should be in this side, but I need the button have specific background color. So if I go here in the background, I could select, for example, I need the button to be green, so someone click on this one. I don't like it this way of a green, maybe this one will be better. But if you see the font size, I want the font color, I want to change it, which is shadow color or text color. Here they don't have shadow color, the white one will be better. So, and I give a text find age. Okay, so he see find age here. Okay, I would suppose this one will be good. Now you think you are good, but now if I just select device to run on it, so you could select any device that you would like, 7 plus, whatever. So I select 6s because it's just smaller for my screen, and I click run. He will show me this application on emulator, but you will see simple problem in this application. The application will not appear in the way that you want it to appear, because you believe you design this layout and the same layout will appear here in front of the user, but this will not happen. Why? We will discuss in seconds. So see, he showed me things, but see, this one is going this side, this one going this side. Why? Because I designed this layout for iPhone 7 Plus. This layout will appear good normally in 7 Plus, but other devices will not appear in the same way because I didn't add constraint. The best thing make Apple development in mobile application easy, they use constraint. So I say, okay, I need to constrain this one. I need to add constraint from this side on the top. Okay, select it, click here. I say, hey, I want to pin it from this side, and this side. And see, you select add 3 constraint. So what you would see, you see this one, this object is pinned from 3 sides, from left, right, top. So now when you run it, you will see it totally different. Now the application for this input field, see it is already, whenever you change the device, he's still having place from this way, place from this side, place from the top. Okay, let me do same thing with this one, with the second one. What I do with second one, if you think how you pin it, I want to pin it with the first one. Just select it, click Control, drag, drop it, click Shift, bleeding and training. That's mean I want, then say click Add Constraint. That's mean okay, this object connected with the leading with this object and training with this object on the top of it, and also I want this object to have a constraint between it and between the one of the top. So just select this one and add constraint. So what I mean by that, I mean okay, this object or the second object, I wanted to start the same place this one started, and I wanted to end in the same place that this one ended, but this is not the end of the story. If you just remove this one, okay, and you run it, even he started in the same place and he ended in the same place, but he will not appear in the same place. You see, he appeared in the top. Why? Because I didn't add constraint. I didn't say, hey, this one I needed to appear in the UI after this one. So you say vertical spacing, for example, or you could do it from this way, same thing. Now if you just run it, no. Now what you did, you just first you added 3 constraint to pin the first one, then you added constraint to pin the second one. That's good. Now I need to pin the third one, which is the button. What do you think the button? The button should pin it to this one on the top. So you say vertical spacing for that one, and you want it to pin it from this side. Say I want to pin it with this one. If you cannot do it from this way, you could select the view from this way. So whatever, anything easy for you, you could do it. But for me, easy is just select it from this way and select central horizontal container, not Control Z. So I select this one, tearing. Oh, okay, now it's good. So now if you just run it again, the UI will appear exactly the way that I want it to appear without any problem. See, find age, no problem. But see, find age have something, because here in the button maybe we added more constraint than we need. So if I select this button, go to the here inspector, you see I have how many constraint. I have this constraint. If I just click on it, I could edit it, or this one I could edit it. For example, this one, you want to click on it and you want to edit. He left 20. You say, okay, no, I want it to leave 30 from this side. That's totally fine. You could do it, or you could do 20. I just believe 20 is enough. But this one, you see, it is not appearing the same way that you want it to appear, because I didn't fix the size. I didn't say how much it will be, the width and height. So if you say, okay, I need in all devices, this one have same width and same height, and just remove this one. Okay, then click OK. That means whatever device they will come, I need this button have this amount, like 160 as a width and 161 as a height. Now if you just run it, the application will appear totally fine. See, the button will appear in the same that way you want it. If you want to update that thing, say, okay, going back, which one? This button 61, I give it as a height. Maybe you didn't like as 61, double click on it, change it to 50. Say, okay, whatever device come, I want this one to be 50. Now if you just run it, it will change it to 50. I just want to show you like how you pin the things. See, that was good. Now I like it, the way that we designed the application. It sounded nice. So in this video we learned a lot. We learned how to pin the object. We learned how to make the layout working in different devices and the same design. Like, see, it's up here in the different devices with the same thing. He doesn't have any problem, but because I pin it to different places. See, if I select 7 SE, still he show me same thing. He doesn't have any problem in placing the object. Maybe you need to change the background of UI. Okay, this is my view. Make sure select view, click on this view from here, and you say, okay, this view, I will go to attribute inspector and I want to change the background. You could select any background. For example, this color, maybe you didn't like it, maybe you would like to select this color, whatever color you believe like it's nicer for your application to show up in. Yeah, go ahead and select it. For me, I think this one is sound good, but it's too much for this application. So let me just try different colors. So if I just select this color, yes, sound good, but now this one need to be changed. This color need to be changed. The font size, the font. You cannot use shadow green, and you have also already green selected white. Oh, sorry, the font color, where is it? Here is it, selected white. Yes, white will be better, so it show up. So now, yes, should be like, no, it should be good application. So yes, this is the application, sound good for me. Now people could click here and they could enter their age, then they could find their age. So let's go to the next video and try to learn how to do this process. Again, the layer that we designed in the previous video was good, so now we are able to see our application UI. Now I want to write the code. So now I want to write the code for this UI. If you see, this is my view controller. When I select it, if I just go here to see this as a UI is connected with a file named view controller. So if I go to the code, I will see file named view control.swift. That means this file is managing this UI. Okay, so that is mean this code will, like view.load, this will be loaded automatically when the phone is started, and this one will be run when the memory overload. Maybe you don't need it, you could remove this method if you don't need it because it's added by default, but maybe you need only this method like view.load. Okay, this will run automatically when the when the activity or when the view controller did load it. So now I want to connect this UI with that code. So what I will do, I just click this button. When I click this button, then I would see this UI. So just let me click this one to see the UI. Maybe you don't like to see that part in the screen, just see it in this way. So if you don't see the view controller here by any chance, make sure to click here on the automate on the manual app page. You could look for the view controller to see it. So and that's mean this is view controller managing this UI. Okay, that's good. Now I want to make this one. Okay, I could just remove this code also this side to make it show nicer. I need this UI. I'm going to control this UI from this code. So to control, I have to connect the UI with the code. So I need to connect this one with the code. To connect it, I click on it, click control, drag, drop it. What I name it? LI. I name it like txt year of birth. Year of birth. This is text field. Make sure to select it as the outlet. Then click OK. Now if you see, this one is connected with this UI. This code with connected with this UI. Now if I just want to change the content of it, I say hey, text here dot text, change the text to the, for example, welcome. Now when I write this code in a view did load, that means when the application load, what he will do, he will display this text welcome in this one just for test. He show me word welcome. Why? Because this one is connected with this one. If you see it, you just connected with it. To make sure, if you see just here, if you go here, click on this one, you will see it, it's connected. So now some people do this problem. They remove this one, okay, and they just remove this one, this line of code, which is for the attribute inspector, and they removed it from here, but they forget to remove it from this one also, because they will have a problem, because they have also to remove it from this one. So this is just for example. But now let me just repeat it. I just click on it, control, drag, drop it, and name it LI outlet as a text year of birth. Okay, this one I will name it for showing age. So I just click on it also, drag it, I'll say label LA show age. Okay, that's cool. And the last one, which is the button. The button, I don't want it to be outlet. I want to be action. I want to when someone click on the button. So let me just drag it, drop it here, and I name it view find age. And I don't select outlet. I select action. See, when I select action, I create. It will create method for me. You see, this is the method. That means this method will what? Will fire when someone click on the button. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I have everything ready. Now I want to get whatever you entered here and process it. So first of all, I say let year of birth, this is a variable, equal whatever year inputted here. How I could get data inputted? I get it from text field, text here dot text. If you see dot text, like have maybe have a null, so make sure when you use it, you add this sign after it. Now wait, this is string. And this I want it to be integer, so make sure to say hey, cast it to integer, convert it from string to integer. Now it's good. I have the year of birth. How find the person age? I say okay, let person age or my age, whatever, will be equal 2017 minus the current year or year of birth. Now I have the person age. I want to show the person age on this label. Okay, that's totally fine. I say hey, person age. So person age will be or text here. I need to show it in this way. Text label show age dot text. I want to set it to the. I show him the message like your age is. Then I show him this message. And here I will display the person age inside it. Now he's complaining here about something. He say, hey, I expect you to have something. Here I have to have space. What he complain here about? He just complain about the value, saying, hey, may have optional. That this one may have. I don't know why I didn't define it as optional, but he just when he cast it, he considered as optional. So yes, you have to add optional here. So really basic process. Getting whatever person enter, subtract from 2017, returning back to the second UI using this button click. Now if someone click on the button, you would see whatever you enter, he will handle and he will show you, hey, your age is this year. Like if I say, hey, click here, I say 1990, find age, you say your age is 27. I say 1994, enter, you say your age 23. So he understands everything now. How he do that? When I click on the button, he will take whatever I entered here and he move it to this variable, then he subtract 2017 from it, then he show you your age in this label. So there we done. Thank you for watching and see you next. Hey again, I think now everything sounds cool, but I don't think you will be happy to publish application on the store have Word 2017. What if next year it will be 2018? What you will do? You have to update your application? It doesn't make any sense. So it's better to read the current time from the phone or current year from the phone, and a process depend on that. So what I will do, I will try to get current year from here. So here, how to get current year? Let me just show it only this code and try to process it. So I say, hi, get current year. Okay, so how to get current year? To get current year, you define let date equal date. First character is capital, and you open a bracket, close it. So this date will be able to access to current date at the phone. So now the second thing, you need to define calendar. You say, okay, let what calendar equal the calendar dot current. This is the second thing. Now I have date, I have calendar. Now what I will do, I get current year. I say, okay, let the year equal the calendar, the small character, not the bigger one. This is that I define it, dot component. Then I give it what I need to get. I need to get the current year. Okay, dot year. From what? From which date? From this date. And boom, this year now. Instead adding 2017, add this year. So what I did, I define my date. I define my calendar. Then I say, hey, calendar, I want you to bring me current year. If you want to, you could get anything. You could get current month. You could get current day, and anything. So I just get current year, dot year. So this is function, allow you to get here. So now, cool. This one, getting here, I'm done. So now my application is really flexible. Now, second year of the change 2018, I will not have any problem. My application will work fine. So now let me check, make sure if the application is working. 1990, is it still giving me same result? 2027, no problem. So yes, this is good idea or good practice. You have to add in their application. Hey again, the application that we designed, it sounds cool, but do you see the keyboard never gone? The keyboard still, like whenever you click, just by clicking on the input field, the keyboard shown, and there is no way to remove it unless you go here and say toggle keyboard and you remove it, which is like, I don't think you like it this way. We need to manage this. I need to, when I click outside first, he will remove the keyboard. So how I do that? I need when someone click in a clear area. So to do that, I just go to my view controller and just define a function. The function that I will define, name it touch begin. Okay, touch begin. This function will fire it automatically whenever anyone click on any places on the controller, any free places. This is part from the controller, part from my controller. So I want to just remove the keyboard. To remove the keyboard, really easy. I say, hey, self dot view dot end edit and editing. Then I say, hey, true. That means, hey, I'm done with editing. I'm no longer need to do any editing, which is cool. So now when he will load, he will not ask for more editing. He by just clicking any empty place, he will be really happy, and you see, boom, you're done. So let me see. Now if I just click here, enter, like for example any year, 1990, I just click empty place, it's gone. That's fine. But now, do you know what? I don't like the way of only gone when someone click here. I need when someone click on return also, I want to let him gone. But wait, now we will learn a new concept. How he will be able to remove the keyboard when someone click on this return? So that's mean I have to listen on a specific event here. So when someone click on this one, that event will fire automatically. Okay, I want to click on I want to listen to a specific event here in this text field. So when someone click on this return, this keyboard will go on. So that is me. Okay, so how to do that? First of all, I have to go here in the UI. If you see in UI, I have this one, this input field. Looking back here in the properties of this input field, when you click on it, you have many things. One of thing important to me is the delegate of this form or this input field. I say, hey, this input field, the delegate for it will be this UI. This view control will be my delegate. Okay? What do you mean by delegate? Delegate mean who will be responsible for listen to my event. When I take this view, when I said, hey, this input field, this view controller will be responsible to listen to his event. So I could go here and implement the event for the text field. For example, here I say, hey, I want to import the UI text field delegate. So UI text field delegate. Okay. Why? And the delegate concept mean, hey, I have work I want to do, but I cannot do it because I don't have ability to access to that event. So what I will do, I will give this responsibility to another person to do it. So I say, hey, I'm text field, who responsible for my delegate will be the view controller. So I could now write my code and my event to the view controller. So first of all, I say, hey, I will be implement this method, which is UI text field. So because this is a look like protocol, so you could implement the method that live inside it. So what the method live inside this UI text field? Just going here. The method live here, name it text field did and editing. So text field show return, I think. Yes, text field show return. So this method will fire automatically when someone click on return keyboard. Okay, so I would do same thing, just hey, when someone click on return, I want you to hide the editing. I don't see this button need boolean as a return value, so make sure say, hey, return true. So what's happened here? Now when I click it here, I said, hey, this input field, the delegate for it is this view controller. Then I went to the view controller, I try to implement the interface that related to the text field, then I write the event. Now this view controller will be able to listen to that event in my text field and process it. So this, you will see this concept a lot and you will learn it while you are going through it. Just think about it in this way. I have things, I want to do it, I cannot do it, I will send it as a delegate to the view controller to do that things. And I implement my method inside the view controller, so he will be responsible to do that. So just if I click here, think about you enter 1990, if I click enter, the keyboard is gone. But that's good. But do you think I don't like just click enter and go and then enter age? I would believe here I should get person age also. So instead of adding my code here, I would just say, hey, I define func get age, okay, and this method doesn't do anything, just getting age, and I will call it from here, okay, and also I will call it from here, which is be better. Like I could get age using keyboard using k return, or I could get the age using k find age, both of them. I just like this new way. If you just want to do it, go ahead and do it. If you don't, that's totally fine. So now if I just enter here 1990, click return, it show you 27 directory. So yes, here we're done. Thank you for watching and see you next.